What's up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, every day for 100 days, we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today, we're taking a look at a deck I like to call Naturia's Devilish Snare, which is a combination of Naturia Bamboo Shot, looking at the spell traps, as well as some Traptrix for just completely shutting down the stuff my opponent would like to do. It's a very trolly sort of going first deck, where we use the Traptrix for the traps, the Bamboo Shot to lock out all my opponent's spell traps, stuff like that. So we got ourselves a nice little deck here. We're going to go into EDOPro, show it off, show you how it works, all the good stuff. But real quick, of course, we must do the deck list. So for our deck today, we have 2 copies of Parallel Exceed, 2 Artifact Scythe, 3 Naturia Bamboo Shot, 2 Traptrix Dianaya, 3 copies of Traptrix's Murmello, Mantis, and Vesiculo, 3 Naturia Rook, and a Cyberstein. We have Call by the Grave, triple Forbidden Droplet, 2 Storming Mirror Force, 3 Artifact Sanctum, double Bottomless Trap Hole, double the Grave Digger's Trap Hole, double Floodgates Trap Hole, triple Trap Trick, and triple Naturia Sacred Tree. For the extra deck, we have Owl Mirage, triple Traptrix Sarah, 1 Artifact Dagda, 1 Traptrix Caladia, 1 Traptrix Rafflesia, 1 Baguska, 1 Traptrix Alamaris, a Utopia, and Utopia the Lightning. We have Elder Entity Natis, as well as Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon for outing certain decks. We have Red Eyes Dark Dragoon and Naturia Extereo, solely because we can make them with Cyberstein. As for the side deck, if you want more artifacts, Moral Attack is always good. If you want to do the synchro plays with Naturia, you'll need a tuner. Cosmo Beat's a very nice tuner, because you can summon it if your opponent summons a monster. And if you want more traps, of course, another copy of Bottomless, Gravediggers, or Floodgate will work with whatever your opponent might be playing. So that's the deck list today. So now we're going to go ahead into EDOPro, show this deck off, show you how it works. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it. And yes, consider subbing if you would feel like doing it. If I impress you, hit the sub button. That's what we're doing today. So let's go into EDOPro, show this deck off in all of its glory. Alrighty, first opponents. Another day, another card game. We do want to try and go first. We do have some going second stuff, but primarily you want to go first with this deck. In general, most Traptrix decks like to go first anyway. That's what we like to do. And that's what we will get to do. Alrighty, so what do we have for an opening hand? That's an interesting one. We don't have any traps, except for the one. I'm going to go for let's go for Cyberstein. Let's start off with this duel with Cyberstein. Pay 5,000, summon a fusion. I'm going to go for Naturia Extereo. He's kind of sort of the boss monster of Naturia's, but not really. Basically what he can do is, my opponent plays a spell trap, I can banish a card from my grave and mill a card to negate it. As you can see, I have nothing in the grave, but that's what Owl Mirage is here for. That way I have a card loaded into the grave, Exterio's live. If he tries to field nuke me, I can just tribute off Owl Mirage to protect Extereo. It will be good for now. You know, Exterio's pretty nice, but as I learned on a live stream I did a while ago, Bamboo Shot's better. He's just, in general, a better dude. What does this do? Summon a Shiranui Spectral Sword. I'm afraid I'm going to have to say no to shenanigans, my friend. Apologies, but I'm going to have to say no. Yeah, I learned in a live stream. Bamboo Shot better, because he just straight up negate, he prevents your opponent from playing spell traps in general, which is just better overall. But this is a nice start him up when I can make him with Cyberstein, and, he's there. He's large, he's in charge, he's all good. So my opponent's playing the Shiranuis. He will attempt to beat over Owl Mirage. I'm just going to go ahead and tribute Owl Mirage, that way I can not take damage, because I don't have much life left. I don't want to, spend all my life losing it to Squire. Alright, so we're pretty set right now. I could use a trap right now, or Forbidden Droplet. Well, I can't. Vesiculo, you can summon it if you send a trap to the grave, but I don't have a trap to send. But I can get one. So let's go ahead for Murmello. When this is summoned, I get to... Well, it's normal summon, you get a trap card. If it's special, you blow up a spell trap. And in this case, I will get Floodgate Trap Hole. I'd rather leave the other 2 in my deck, if you don't mind. And my opponent sadly surrenders right as we're getting into the flow. But understandable, if you can scythe your opponent and have Exterio at the same time, they're not going to have a good time unless they have kaijus. So there's a duel against, Shiranui's. We were able to just lock him. Scythe, brutal, might get banned in the future. So we're going to enjoy him as much as we can tonight before that may or may not happen. Let's go ahead for duel number 2. And hopefully get just a little more back and forth, a little bit more of the trap trick thing. I mean, I was going to go for the rank 4s here, but let's go for duel number 2 and actually get him on the board. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. And this time, hopefully, just get out the Bamboo Shoot. That's the main goal today, is just summoning that Bamboo Shoot with the rock. That's all I really want to do. It's not, is that asking too much? I don't think it's asking too much. Alright, going second, not ideal. But it's not the worst in the world. I just need like a Traptrix in the hand. That would be the best thing, because then I could go for Sarah. I've got my Parallel Exceed Tech card. This guy's playing trap cards, and I'm immune to trap cards. It'll be good. There you go. Let me think. Yeah, you know what? Let's set the tree. Use Vesiculo to ditch said tree. Summon Vesiculo. This will activate the effect of the Sacred Tree, which will fetch me my Bamboo Shoot. That way I'll have all that set up for next turn. My opponent right now is like, what? What is this thing? What is that Bamboo Shoot? Oh no, that stops me on my trap cards. So my opponent's now reading what this does. He's understanding what I'm trying to do. He's got an idea what we're trying to do. He doesn't quite know it yet, but he'll figure it out. So we'll go for Sarah. And since I link summoned, I can summon Parallel Exceed from my hand. And then I can summon the other one from my deck. They'll both become level 4. I can use them for rank 4s. It'll all be good. All be good in the hood, depending on what these are. I imagine these are normal traps. That's why he hasn't played them. Because if these were counter traps, he would have played one. Because Sarah doesn't do anything if my opponent plays a counter trap. So, let me think. Do I want to go for Rafflesia, or do I want to go for Allomeris? That's a good question. Rafflesia is probably the better choice right now. But Allomeris is good too. I'll make Rafflesia for now. Because I'd rather just make a Rafflesia, just because I have the option of going for other trap cards if I need them for whatever reason. I'll set a bottomless, and I will set myself a Scythe. And I haven't even normal summoned, but I don't... You know what? I'll set the rock just to hedge my bets. Just to hedge my bets, I'll set the rock. The big old rock. That's my boy. Originally I was playing not Bamboo Shoot. I was planning for Cosmo Beat before my early testing of this deck. Because you can summon it if your opponent summons a monster, and it also works with the tree. But, yeah, the rock is better for a Traptrix build, because, you're playing trap cards. It's really nice. It's really nice. We shall flip the rock. Okay. Now my opponent is just in big trouble. I've got Bamboo Shoot. He cannot play any of his spell traps anymore. So now we're just going to run him over with Bamboo Shoot, essentially. I've got a 2k monster. Doesn't sound like much. It's like Hungry Burger. Hangry Burger, but in bamboo form. It's like a bamboo burger. I don't think that would taste good. I don't think you would want to eat a bamboo hamburger. Comment in the comments, would you eat a hamburger made from bamboo? And I'm not talking about the bread, I'm talking about the meat. Replace the meat with bamboo. Would you chew on that? I don't think you would. You'd probably lose more than a fair number of teeth doing that. But, like I said, this is the ultimate sort of thing we got here. We've got ourselves a setup. My opponent can't do much because I've got all these traps. He can't play any of his spell traps. Because it's like Bamboo Shoot, just straight up, no spell traps. You got to tribute a Naturia to do it, but there you go. When it goes. It goes hard. So, we should be good. Next turn will be game unless he draws something. I imagine this guy is just like trap spell heavy. Or at the very least trap heavy. This could be Dino Rufia's or something. This might be Dino Rufia. That would explain things. And it would certainly mess him up, because if he's playing Dynarufias and he can't play traps, that's like most of his deck he can't use. That would be unfortunate for him, but we'll see. He's doing something now. Okay, so he has something. He has something. He wouldn't be waiting if he had nothing. He must have something. He must have something. I'd like to at least know what I'm up against. I'd like to at least know what exactly my opponent is trying to do. Now, hopefully we'll find out in a moment as soon as he starts trying to actually do that sort of thing. We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Bamboo Shoot, pretty good dude. Let me tell you a funny story about Bamboo Shoot. So I got a buddy, his name is Necrolink Kitty. He's a YouTuber as well. Check him out, link in description. He recently hit 15 subs, by the way, so that was big for him. But one of the first decks I ever helped him make was Naturia's. Ooh. I have to go for that. I gotta go for that. But yeah, Bamboo Shoot, that was part of his earliest Naturia deck. Because compared to a lot of the Naturia monsters, Bamboo Shoot's one of the best ones outside the extra deck ones. The extra deck for Naturia is much like things like Ally of Justice and select other decks. It's just really good compared to other decks. Or I should say, compared to the rest of the archetype, really. Like, because, you know, Naturia Exterio, I can negate spell traps by banishing stuff and excavating cards. I got Beast. Beast is a thing. I can negate spells. I got stuff. It's got things. It's weird with Naturias where the main deck's kind of a joke for the most part, but the extra deck's like some of the best cards in the game. Like Beast, Exterio, things like that. It's kind of like early. It's kind of like comparing them to Ice Bears before that big old dump of external stuff. I can't talk. Anyway, there's duel number 2. Despite my grumblings and my what's it talk, we were able to win with the Bamboo Shoot. I don't even know what this is. I'm going to say this is doing a Rufia. I could be mistaken, but whatever it is, we were able to add it with Bamboo Shoot. So, let's go for duel number 3. And maybe a 4th duel. We'll see how it goes. But for now, let's go for duel number 3 and see what happens. Alrighty, third opponent. Let's go all in. Don't get to pick, but what have you may? What do we got? An interesting hand. Would have preferred going first with it. I've got a Scythe. I don't like to draw into Scythe when I also draw into Sanctum, though. That's always a bit of a tricky thing. Predaplants. Okay. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not running Super Poly today, though. That would have been a fun tech. Play Super Poly nowadays. Your opponent's playing Predaplants. Put a Predaplant in your extra deck and fuse with it. It's a good fun time if you do that. Alright, so this guy is playing the Predaplants. And I keep forgetting how these work with the new cards. Add a Predaplant or a Predap spell trap. Get Predaplanet. Predator can release a field, add a Predap. Once per turn, banishes from the grave, fusion summon. Okay. So he's just trying to get that in the grave to fusion summon. And then this, he can tribute to summon a new Predaplant, and that's probably going to be, what's his face? Orphoscorpio? Orphoscorpio, okay. This guy's just doing pretty standard Predaplant things so far. He's just trying to, ooh, King of Bio. Nice tech. Always like me some King of Bio. Alright. That'll get him a fusion. Probably Ultimate Fusion, if I would guess. That's a pretty good card for Predaplant. Or Instant Fusion, that works too. Because Ultimate Fusion lets him fuse and then get back the materials to do things with. It's pretty cool. The new Sylvan Link. Alright. Excavate 3. Summon up to 2 excavated plants. Can't be used as link materials. Send the remaining cards to the grave. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alrighty, my opponent is certainly doing some crazy stuff here. Okay, so that's the one of these is the trap card. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Okay. I think we're okay. I think we'll be a-okay. Obviously, I don't have anything at the moment, but I think we'll be a-okay. Set the Scythe and pass. My throat's a little scratchy today. Little dry today, but it's okay. What is this? Super Poly? Super Poly. Alright. That is okay, though. So he's going to fuse into Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon. What does this guy do again? Must be summoned. Target face-up monster. Blah, blah, blah. Change the attack to 0. This card's effects negated is destroyed. Destroy as many monsters fields as possible. Banish level 8 or higher. Dark from the grave. Okay. So this pretty nasty if I destroy it. But I don't plan to destroy it. I plan to bounce it. That's the plan. That's the dream. That's what we're going to be doing. Unless he has another Super Poly, we should be good. Alright, so now what are you going to do, my friend? Okay, now we're going to go for the instant fuse. Okay. That's fine. I'll allow my opponent to do things for now. I want to have him run out of materials. That's what we're trying to do. We're going to make him think he's safe until he's not safe. Alright, now we're going to get the guy who looks like a frog. Looks like a frog is not a frog. Alright. Tribute himself. Summon a new Predaplant. Who you gonna go for this time? Another Orphoscorpio? No, gonna go for this thing. Interesting. Interesting indeed. What are you gonna up to? What are you up to? What does this guy do? I think that's the one with the grave effect. Going for another Peon. Alright. Use as much materials as you'd like, my dude. That's all part of the plan. Alright. Oh man, he's getting some really good top decks here. He's got the Scorpio. He's got the Spinonia, and he's got that in the grave. Dang, sucker. You're getting all the good stuff. Alright. I still think we're good. Even if he makes Verte to try and make a Dragoon or something, I still have the Sanctum. Still have the Storming. Still have a Scythe in case of random last-minute Harpies Feather Dusters. Should be good. Alright. Summon, Predator Canner, Fusion, summon a Dark Fusion using the cards on the field and monsters in the hand, etc. For Tripophilemia. Okay. 6,300 point beater. I cannot deny that's pretty impressive. However, I have Storming Mirror Force. So unfortunately, unless this is Super Poly or something, okay, that's fine. None of these have, oh wait, that has Predator Canners. So he will get a Predap card. He will get a Predap card. Can't stop him from getting a Predap. But I did stop literally everything else. So we'll see. We'll see indeed. Probably should Sanctum in the end phase, though. Or rather, yeah, if he goes into main phase 2 or end phase, I'm going to go for Sanctum just to get a rock on the field. In case I top deck into my Bamboo Shoot. That would be a good idea. That's a pretty good idea in my opinion. Alright, so he will set a card. End of the main phase. Now we'll go for Sanctum. Seems a bit late, you might think, but you know what? It's fine. This way I'll have a Scythe Blade on the field. And we're pretty set. We're pretty set right here. You know, all I just need now is my Bamboo Shoot, and all will be good. That'll be good in the hood, and we'll see what this guy's playing. Predator Pruning. Target Predator Plant, summon it, equipped with this card. Okay. Summoning whom exactly? Summoning that guy. Okay. I don't want to flip it because that thing's got more defense than I have attack. Alright. Ooh, Cyberstein. That's pretty good. I'll take a Cyberstein, why not? Alright. Cyberstein. Cyberstein, the science guy. That's his name. That's the name of this dude. Alright. Cyberstein, do your thing. Unless this is a negate or something. I don't have two darks, though. Also, he has no hand, so I don't know why I'm worrying about. Send a Predator Plant, place Predator counters. Okay, I think. Everybody gets magical counters. I don't know what that does, so I'm going to say no to it. I don't know. Let's see. What does this do? I don't know. Monster with the Predator counters on the field. Special summons the okay. But my opponent surrenders, sadly. I guess the power of Exterior was too much for him. It's a bit too much, because I was going to wipe these out. I was having Owl Mirage on the board. He would not have had a good time, so I'm going to call that a win against Predaplants. He played a good game, but the Battle Trap was just a little bit too much for him. So, I'm going to take a quick break. We'll see if we go for a fourth duel or not, but we'll see. If not, I'll see you in the end screen. Alright, you know, let's go for one more duel today. We got 3 wins, but let's go for one more duel. We have just enough time for one more duel. Sadly, going second again. Like I said, this is like going first deck. I don't appreciate going second. I mean, if anything, I can make Utopia Lightning if I really needed to, but he's going to have some set cards, too. I don't know. Is this going to be the mirror match? I don't think it's the mirror match. There's not very often the Traptrix need to set a monster. Not very often. Alrighty, what do we have here? Well, it's certainly very Traptricky. That's always nice. Let's go ahead and start with Murmello, though. That'll search me at one of my trap cards, as we do. See what this guy's playing here. He's got stuff. He's got set cards. If there's any hole traps, though, they ain't gonna work on Traptrix Murmello. Unaffected by normal hole traps. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get... We'll get Floodgate Trap Hole. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. No, I'm not gonna summon Vesiculo. I don't want to use up any of my nice trap cards. I like these. I like this lineup we have going for us. Let's see what this guy's playing. Zombos. Eldritch. Eldritch. Definitely Eldritch of some variety. Some kind of Eldritch deck. So at least one of these is Scarlet Sanguine. Or probably the Trap Monsters, but you don't want to play them yet. One or the other. Necroveld Banshee. I actually do have to play zombies tomorrow, so this is actually kind of funny. It's a different zombie deck entirely, but it's just funny. I got Banshee in that deck too. Alright, so everyone's a Zombo. It's a thriller night indeed. But it's all good. I've got all the traps in the world, so we should be good. Depending on exactly when he decides to finally play that Scarlet Sanguine that I know he's got. He can't lie and tell me he doesn't have it. I really should have quit while I was ahead. Okay, well, that's what we in the business call an oopsie moment. That's an oopsie moment. Oh boy, I lost everything that meant something to me. Can't be sure by battle except with the monster or special summon from the extra deck. It's called attacks, defense, okay, piercing damage. Whatever, I don't care. Alright. Well, things get a little dicey here. Let's go for Dianaya, though. This will revive my Murmello from the grave. Unless this guy finally decides to activate some of these face-down cards. This guy's playing the newer zombie things, the Hellfire monsters. I wonder what kind of weird... They're probably going to be called Deathfire or something in the TCG. Something like that. Or maybe they'll be called Infernal Fire. I don't know. Infernal Fire sounds cool, though. That I like. I do like Infernal Fire Spearman. Shiki Diggy. Okay, so we need Impermanence. Okay. It's whatever. It's Impermanence. That's 2. So many insect or plant from the Jiwa. Okay. Let's go ahead and make Alamaris. This is our other Link 4. It's unaffected by traps well as material, and I can attach to revive a monster, which obviously I can't do at the moment, but it is something. It's immune to traps. That's something. It's a wee bit of something. If he wants to trap me, then go right ahead. Alright, so that'll get destroyed. And we'll see what happens next. I should have thrown a double A Zeus in this deck. It's a thing, you know. Limited extra deck space, but yeah. In hindsight, I didn't need these. This is just in case of random Dogmatica. This is in case of random Cyber Dragons. But did I need them that much? No, not really. Not especially. This guy, he's just playing Zombos. I don't even know what kind of zombie deck this is yet. Well, there you are. And you'll, oh wait, no, you're literally useless, because I can't tribute summon. Oh boy. I can't tribute summon. Unless it's for zombies. This is clearly not a zombie. Oh boy. See, I go for an extra duel because the duels have only lasted so long, but at the same time, now this nonsense. I can't go from a bamboo shoot. Shoot, I can't go for bamboo shoot. Okay. We'll make Sarah. Just in case he does a thing. And I don't have an insect or plant that oh wait, yeah. Zombie world. Dang old zombie world. Being all like, no, you're not allowed. See, zombie world is unironically one of the strongest field spells in the game. Like this, Necro Valley, and Mystic Mine. Those are the strongest field spells, like, off the top of my head. Because they just affect the game in ways that the game was not meant to survive. Turning everything into zombies, surprisingly effective. Mystic Mine, obviously annoying. And Gravekeepers, Necro Valley, Graveyard is so important. That's the thing, man. You wouldn't think that this would be that powerful, but it is. Oh, Super Poly, I should have known. He's got that Super Poly tech. Go for Draco Necro. Am I gonna get destroyed by a guy called Necro? That would be sad. Necro will laugh at me if he finds out about this. I gotta do something, man. I gotta do something. I can do something, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it now. Okay, so I gotta do it now. Alright, Mermello, you're my only hope. Literally, and not even figuratively, you are the only hope now. Please don't say you have another Imperm. I kinda need a trap card. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're good. We're good. He probably has an Imperm again, but I have to do something. Alright, Vesiculo is going to come out on the board. And Vesiculo does have a nice effect in the grave. I can banish it to set one of my normal hole trap cards. It's pretty nice when you get hit with Harpy's Feather Duster. And you really want to trap hole card. Acha. Okay, this guy definitely has nonsense, doesn't he? Okay. Baguska, I need you to save me. I need to save myself with a Bagusk. And we'll set Scythe to spook him and pass. Okay. Not out of the woods, but we're getting there. This is in defense mode now. End of the damage step, this card battles the monster. This card. If the monster's still on the field as original level. I forget if me battling into this thing gives him a token. Because if it does, that's rather tricky to deal with in this situation. Because I'd rather not him get a big old token. Suppose if I used Sarah, that wouldn't be too bad. Alright, so he did have a Conquistador. I was right that there would be Eldritch in here somewhere. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. But I meant to. Avenged Savior. Oh boy. That is... Yeah, that's a link that doesn't get stopped by Baguska, and that's a bad thing, because now... He can just send blue... Well... You know, you could have just sent Balladrock, but that's just me. That's just me, man. Okay, so he's gonna make himself a Balladrock. He'll take the damage, because that only reduces my attack points. Alright. But now I have to deal with Balladrock, which is, like, worse than dealing with Draco Necro. Yeah, because he'll go for the Sucker. I gotta get rid of this field spell somehow. That is the only way I'm gonna be able to win this duel. That is pretty much the only shot in the dark I've got here. Because, yeah, that'll come out. Battledrock won't be able to activate because he's in defense mode. Oh, this is not good. I should not have set that. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm at the pass. I'm gonna have to pass. That field spell really messed me up. The field spell messed me up, and the super poly messed me up. Zombos. Plants versus zombies. The zombies are overtaking my board. I've never played Plants vs. Zombies, but I think it's called the board, isn't it? The field, the board, the super polymerization tech. Yep. I am what we in the business called Kaputski. I am dead to rights. I should not have set that scythe. Alright, well that's gonna be a loss. It's not the deck's fault, it's my fault. You know, you could have kept that Battledrock, my dude. You could have... Oh, you have the Scarlet Sanguine, of course. My apologies. Okay. So, unfortunately, my opponent's zombies takes down the Traptrix finally. Is what it is. Is what it is. So, let's go ahead for the end screen now that we've got ourselves thoroughly, chastened and, you know, brought back down to earth. And we'll see, you know, let's talk about the deck more on the end screen. Alrighty, Naturia's Devilish Snare. We went 3 out of 4, which is pretty good. Obviously, a lot of that was my own fault. Some misplays there. That happens. You know, we all make misplays, but this is a nice deck. You open up with it, you go first, you set up a nice enough board. You're going to be good. Unless your opponent has Harpy's Feather Duster, you are going to be A-okay. Just annihilating your opponent, stopping them from doing the things they want to do, setting up bamboo, locking them out of spell traps, and just go for the goal. It's a nice, fun version of Naturia's that doesn't rely on, you know, certain combos, just absolute pinpoint perfection to work, and I enjoy it. So thank you very much for watching today's video. Again, like if you liked it, sub if you would like to. It's all good. And next time we're taking a look at Sheer Nui Zombies, so we'll have fun with that. So until next time, your boy Memphis signing out. Take care till then. Later, everybody.